It's gonna be alright.
Hello and welcome to SusPOD, the official podcast for all things Bristol Suspensions. I'm Alisha, the current marketing manager of the group, which is a UK mixed a cappella group from the University of Bristol. We are currently in our 10th generation, so to celebrate that, we're going to be holding our 10-year anniversary show on February 3rd in Bristol. So basically, this mini-series is where we're going to be talking to each gen, or members of each gen, and talking about their experiences, the songs they sung, their highlights, and of course, a little bit of a cappella gossip. We cannot wait to have you listen, but for now, enjoy the episode. Hello, so welcome back to the SusPOD. We're on our 10th episode now, meeting the 10th generation, our newbie Gisele.
Yes.
I want to say hi.
Hi. I'm so excited to be here. This is so fun.
Yeah, so this is part of our mini-series where we're just recording podcasts as we're doing a big show at the end of the year to celebrate our 10th generation of Suspensions, which is in February, so save the date. But yeah, this is Gisele. She just joined the group this year. You're a first year.
Yes, I am.
So what are you studying?
I'm doing philosophy and French, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, but it's really fun.
So how did you find out about SUSPs and what made you want to join?
When I decided to go to Bristol, which was a very last-minute decision, I went through all of the societies and looked at all of the things I wanted to do, which was a lot. But because a cappella was the first one, because that's the first thing that I looked into, and I was just looking through all the groups, and I saw that one of them had an album on Spotify. And so as I was driving, I just started listening to all of the songs, and I became so obsessed with, like, I loved the arrangements. I thought that, like, the music that you guys were all doing was just, like, it was put together so well. And I, like, learned about all of the other groups and the whole thing, and I just got really excited because I didn't know how big of a deal a cappella was in the UK, and I always wanted to be a part of it. And so I was just, like, so excited by how great the Suspensions were.
So you're from California,
Yes,
right?
Los Angeles.
So did you know about a cappella? Is it different in America? Or?
It's very similar in the sense where it's like every school, every university has a whole bunch of a cappella groups. I feel like there are different things, but I can't really put my finger on what it is. It's a very different vibe. It's more like Pitch Perfect, to be honest.
In the UK?
In the US, I think. But I don't even know what that means. Maybe I'm just thinking about, like, the parties at the Red Solo Cups and stuff like that.
Oh,
because we don't have those here.
What made you choose a cappella over? Well, I guess you're doing quite a lot of societies.
Doing quite a lot of societies, yeah. Okay, so I'm doing this, and then I'm in the musical theater showcase with you.
Yes.
We're doing Waitress, a 20-minute version of Waitress, which is quite fun. Then I'm also doing the Newbies Cabaret for musical theater. I'm directing a number. I'm the vocal coach, music director for the full cast number. And then I'm also singing Cabaret from Cabaret in the Cabaret. And then I'm also doing the Filmmaking Society, and I'm working on making a short film, and I'm going to be acting in that one as well. And then I'm also doing something with a new society called Bristol Collaborative Arts. Yeah. It was formed last year. That's like a musical, not a musical theater, just a theater film hybrid thing. So cool. A lot of things. But it's really exciting. There's so much that Bristol has to offer, and, like,
it's quite a typical, well, I don't know what other people think, but I think it's quite a typical fresher energy to, like, join everything. And I think people would find it really interesting if you told us what year you were born in, because obviously this is our last episode. So we're right at the end of the group with the youngest babies.
Yeah. I was born in 2004, which is a year older, I think, than some of the other newbies, because I did take a year after high school, but yeah, I am a baby compared to most other people.
Yeah, I think we've got Tiggy, one of our newbies, who's 18, born in 2005, which is crazy. Well, as somebody just joining the group, you've probably heard of the Pizza Social, right?
Yes. Don't we have it tomorrow?
Yeah, we have it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. I've heard quite a lot about that.
What have you heard?
Oh, I've just heard, like, it's just, like, a big thing. I didn't even know. It's very, like, I don't know what to expect. I think it's going to be fun. Should I be nervous?
No, don't worry.
Okay.
You're fine.
Okay.
It'll be fun.
I'm excited. I'm very excited.
And so do you kind of know what's going on throughout the year? Because obviously you've only been in the group for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I know that we have the Boswa thing. Is that what it is? Yeah.
So Best of the Southwest.
Yeah, Best of the Southwest, and that's coming up soon. And then
I think that would have gone by the time that this gets released.
That's so exciting. Oh my God. I hope it went well.
But they're watching me, judging me, making me feel so used. Can't you see that all I want to do is get a little high.
And then we have a Christmas thing as
Yeah.
well. Oh my God, my voice is just dying right now.
We could talk about your voice.
Yeah.
So,
Probably the elephant in the room. Yeah, I lost my voice, and it's the second time I've ever lost my voice. And the first time was after the a cappella social a few weeks ago. And that was because I was screaming the lyrics to songs at the top of my lungs. I don't know why this happened. Like, I haven't been out in a bit, but
you're just doing too much.
I think
very fresh energy.
Like the universe knew I was doing a podcast and I wanted to make it like interesting. Have my voice like this.
It's funny because Gisele actually sent me a voice note last night,
and it was better than it is now. I thought it was gonna get better, and it's so much worse.
And no, it just always happens. I think I was ill for all of my first year.
Yeah,
it's just a classic.
I thought I wasn't ill for like the first week or 2 weeks, and I thought like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
And then it just hit me, and it hasn't. Like I thought it was getting better, and it came back. Oh, Freshest really takes you out.
So apart from getting your voice back, what are you most looking forward to?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm super excited for the pizza social tomorrow, obviously. But in general, I mean, I'm so excited to perform with everyone for the first time because we haven't actually done that. I'm also excited to put in like movement and choreo with everything because I've been a part of choirs and like a cappella things, but not with the whole like formations and the whatever, and that seems like a really fun element as well.
So what a cappella did you do before?
Yeah, I was in an a cappella group when I was pretty young that was like kind of a cappella, like not a lot of harmonies or whatever, but I was in choir since I was like 12, and then in my final few years of high school I was in this jazz ensemble that it technically wasn't an a cappella group, but it was mostly a cappella jazz arrangements of things.
Yeah.
And it was very similar to the Suspensions, where it was just like people who were really serious about it and like knew their stuff and just loved to sing so much.
Yeah.
And I was really sad to not be in that anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm like so happy that there's something so similar to that here.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
That's really nice. I feel like Bristol kind of has a bit of everything.
Yeah. Actually, a funny connection. A girl who was in that jazz ensemble randomly was in this a cappella camp thing with one of the people in our with Juliet in the
a cappella academy.
Yeah, they were together. They were mutuals on Instagram, and it's so random because my friend from LA and then someone here. Small world because of a cappella.
Yeah, I remember I think maybe after callbacks. So for Suspensions, when people audition, we'll have the audition process, and then you'll get called back, and we'll ask you to learn some music, right? And then after that, the newbies don't know this, but we all go back to somebody's house. So we went back to mine.
That's so stressful.
And we were there till about like 2:30 a.m. just talking.
That's so weird to think like people talking about you when you're like.
No, it's all nice things. And
No. Yeah. You were only saying good things.
Only good
must
things.
be, yeah, obviously.
And I remember that Juliet, for some reason, she was on Instagram and she was looking at like the different people that had just auditioned, and she saw you had a mutual. And she was like, she knows a cappella.
Yeah.
She knows the
because
world.
of Rhea. Yeah. Shout out to Rhea. I wonder if she would listen to this if I
I mean, it's the a cappella podcast.
I'll say she's mentioned and she'll feel really special.
Yeah. Special shout out.
But yeah, no, I think that's just fun.
It kind of reminds me, I don't know if you might have met him as you walked in, Mikey. Who was in Generation 6. He's going to be on this podcast series. Oh,
so excited.
You would have already listened to him. And he was the exact same. Like he was so immersed in the a cappella world before he joined.
Yeah. And it's like, it was something that was such a crucial part of my life all throughout high school. Like at least singing, I don't like, sometimes it wouldn't actually be a cappella, but the whole harmonizing and the ensemble things. And then when I took my gap year, I didn't have that at all. And so rejoining it again is just so special because it's like, I'm remembering how much I loved it, and it's still like, it's becoming with every time I do something new, it's becoming more and more like professional and like intense, and I like that a lot.
So yeah, so how are you finding rehearsals? Because I guess it's only 2 weeks in.
Yeah, it's like tomorrow's gonna be like my 5th rehearsal ever or something like that. I was so nervous for the first one. I like really was, because I didn't know what to expect. And I like, obviously had imposter syndrome. I was like, what if I get in and like all the other newbies are better than me, like whatever. But learning all the songs has been a bit like daunting, because I don't want to be like the one person who doesn't know the music.
Yeah.
But once we actually put it all together and start singing the pieces, it's so cool, because when you work on the part on your own and then do it with everyone else, it's just like so much more dynamic.
And it's all the really hype songs right now as well.
Yeah,
because we're going through all our busking rap, and you guys are picking up stuff so quickly.
Yeah, I'm surprised with how well we've like managed to put it together. I've surprised myself, honestly. I hope I don't forget it.
You haven't. Okay. Acapella sticks with you. I know. When we were at the club, so we went clubbing after.
Oh my God!
Was it our first social? Was that second rehearsal?
Second rehearsal, I think.
Yeah, and
that was so funny.
Hey Ya came on.
Yeah,
and we literally all like
we went
into
in
a
circle, and we were doing like a do. Oh, my voice. But we were like along with the music. That was so funny, and that was the night I lost my voice. So.
It's one of those things that you literally can't unlearn a cappella arrangements.
Yeah. No, I probably, if someone gave me the starting notes for like a song I sang 5 years ago, I just like, I would think I wouldn't know it, and then muscle memory would kick in, and I'd just start singing it.
Literally. Yeah. And like even mic workshop, I remember something that people said to me in first year was that once you do a mic workshop and you see how you're meant to hold mics, you can't unsee it when you watch it.
Yeah. No, that's something I have to work on. Because I'm not used to. I have held mics, but I've just held them like this. I don't know. I'll work on it.
Can I say? Because we always say jobs, not lollipops.
Yeah. But that's what. I don't know her name. But that's the advice that we were given. Yeah. I have to keep that in mind.
So we haven't actually done many songs, but do you know the songs that we're doing for we can say our ICCA songs.
Oh yeah, that was like just announced on the Facebook group. I think. Yeah.
So do you know which one you're most looking forward to, or your favorite one? One maybe, because we've done so many.
Oh yeah, I mean I saw that we were doing like something mashed up with Gimme Gimme.
Oh, Sweet Dream.
Yeah, and that sounds super cool. I haven't like listened to it, but it sounds really cool. And then in terms of the songs that we've learned, I really like Blame It on the Boogie, which is like the most recent song I think we've done. Also Faith has just like, since I listened to it on the Spotify, has been one of my favorite songs because the arrangement is so good. Also, you guys gave me a solo in that, which when I saw that I had a solo in it, I was like, can you trust me with that? I'm a newbie.
You're gonna love busking.
But, yeah, it's gonna be really fun. Yeah. I'm really excited for that, to busk for the first time.
Yeah, you sound amazing. It's one of those things that I think for me, even like going into Gen 10, like having different people soloing songs is so weird for my brain. But then you listen to it and you guys sound amazing. Yeah.
And I bet that like even when there's only a few new people, it really changes the feel of the song. Not necessarily like good or bad, kind of refreshing to like have a new voices and a new feel with everything.
You know what's weird? I was just thinking about this because we started rehearsals for Waitress, which is the MT show that we're in, before I knew that you got into the group.
And I remember being like, oh my God, like she knows me a bit better now. Maybe I'll be a little more likely to get in because Alisha knows me from this other thing. And if she likes my personality, then maybe she'll vouch for me or something.
Did you like learn your part extra hard?
Yeah. No, literally when we went through the final number and I have like the mezzo part, I was so precise and trying to be so like performing super well so hopefully you were impressed by it.
Because I remember, because that was literally when decision making was happening. I had no idea. I didn't know what was going on because it's like we'll have our group discussion, but then ultimately the creative team will decide. So I just remember being like, I fucking hope they choose her.
That's so good to know. Oh my God, that's so sweet.
But I was just like, if we don't, it's gonna be really awkward rehearsals.
Oh, that's actually very true. I would have been fine.
No, you would have been fine. Now that I know you.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm so like, I was so excited to hear that I got in. I really walked out of the callback. I think I did the best I could have done in the callback, but I had no clue if it was which way it was going to go. So I kind of just tried to put it out of my mind. And so it was just really amazing hearing that I got in. And now it's such a big part of life.
You're in London recording a podcast.
I know, that's crazy. It's like we're doing so many things, and we have this alumni big concert coming up that this whole podcast is for. And I just kind of lucked into it because I happened to be a newbie in the generation that this is all happening. So when I heard about the podcast, I was like, sure, I'll go to London.
To be honest, weirdly, when the miniseries is released, this is probably like some revision for you before the 10 year, because you get to listen to everyone. Because even when I was like behind the scenes listening to people, I found out so much stuff. I had no idea about in previous generations.
That's so fun. Yeah, learning about all the different people. And I'm so excited to meet both, you know, the people who came and interviewed and just in general, all of the people who've been in it. And I love how even after people leave Bristol, Suspensions is still like close to home. It's like a big part of people's lives still, which is really sweet.
Yeah, we're like a little family.
Yeah, there's a connection there, which is really great.
So obviously 10-year show is in February. How are you feeling? What are you most excited about?
I mean, I think, like I just said, meeting everybody, I think, I don't know, it's so, again, I really lucked into this. It's my first year doing it, and I'm going to be with all of these seasoned veterans of the group. It's going to be very scary, I think, because I'm not going to want to, I want to uphold the legacy of the ensemble, but it's going to be so cool. I'm imagining something like what happened in Pitch Perfect.
It is very Pitch Perfect.
It's going to be so fun.
We were taking notes.
Yeah, exactly. But better. It'll be better.
Thank you so much for coming all the way to London.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun.
Yeah.
I apologize about my voice. But
no, we wouldn't have it any other way.
Of course.
I think we all would have been in the same position if it was our second year.
Yeah.
Second year? Second week. Thank you for tuning in to our mini-series. And this is the last episode. So we can't wait to see you at our 10-year show on February 3rd. So save the date.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
Gather around. Ready for a show.
Come on, baby Bubba. Wait in line. Yep.
You want some of this?
I know you do.
Nice.
Bumper and Donald. Getting it. Getting it.